Good morning, students. So, let's start our economics application class. So, we were doing meaning and definition of economics, and I have explained you the first definition, which is the wealth definition as given by Adam Smith. Remember that Adam Smith has only focused on the creation of wealth, and he said that wealthier the nation is, more happier will be the citizen of that country, of that nation. Today we will move on to the second definition of economics, which I have told you is the welfare definition. So this welfare definition is being given by Professor Alfred Marshall. So today we will understand that what Professor Alfred Marshall has said about economics. What is his opinion? Why he has criticized Adam Smith? So let me first tell you that Alfred Marshall has criticized Adam Smith because Adam Smith has given too much emphasis on wealth only. He has talked about only wealth. That means wealth is the sole purpose of our living. It is the sole reason for our happiness, which Alfred Marshall said is wrong. Alfred Marshall said that Adam Smith is wrong. I criticize him. So Alfred Marshall criticized Adam Smith's definition on the ground of only wealth. What he has said about welfare. So he has given a definition of economics based on welfare. So Adam Smith has given Adam Smith has given stress on wealth. Alfred Marshall has given stress on the importance of wealth. What is this importance of wealth, sir? You are again using the term wealth. What is the difference over here? What is the difference from Alfred Marshall to Adam Smith? See, difference is over here is importance of wealth means how does that person is using that wealth, how is he creating it, and how is he using it for its welfare. Okay, so here the role of the individual is also important, that he has given importance to the individual. That means Alfred Marshall has put human at the supreme power. Okay, so over in individual, that is the human, is at the supreme. Supreme means the highest authority. Like our country, we have Supreme Court. Correct? What it will say, that will be the final. We can't have any doubt about it. So over here, Alfred Marshall has put the human, the man, the individual at the supreme position. Okay, so Alfred Marshall has emphasized on the role of the individual. The role of the individual in what? In the creation and the use of wealth. That means how does an individual is creating the wealth? We know that we work for our living, okay, and that is how we earn our income. So it is the study of man. It is the study of an individual. Okay. So he said that economics, according to Alfred Marshall, the definition of economics is that it is the study of man. So according to Alfred Marshall, economics, you can write the definition of Alfred like economics is the study of man in the ordinary business of life. That means what a human being, what a man is doing, obviously he is working to earn money, to earn income. Okay, in normal business of life. Okay, student, like suppose, do you remember Dr. Manmohan Singh? Yeah, he was a prime minister. He was a great economist. Dr. Manmohan Singh was a great economist. He has done a deep study about the role played by human being. He had deeply studied the economics, and he has tried a lot to change the Indian economy. Okay, so economics is all about the study of man in the ordinary business of life, that what he does for his living. Who said this? Alfred Marshall has said this. Okay, so it inquires how he gets his income and how he uses it. Who is he over here? The human being, the man. So how he is working, how he is earning money, and how he is using it. It inquires into that. Inquires means to find out. To find out the reason about that. Okay. So Alfred Marshall has given, Adam Smith, the previous one, has only focused on wealth, and wealth. Remember, his only focus was on wealth. But now we are learning about Alfred Marshall. What is Alfred Marshall is saying? He is not only saying about wealth, he is saying about what people are doing, how he is working. Then by working, he is earning some income, and he is using that income for his welfare. And if someone income is that he is saving, the surplus income is becoming the wealth. So how does his wealth is getting created? By the surplus income. Like suppose you get 2000 rupees per month for your pocket money. Okay, each month you spend, suppose rupees 1200 you spend. Then how much you are saving? You are saving 800 rupees, correct? This is your saving. If you will multiply it with 12 months in a year, then how much you are saving in a year? 9600. This is your wealth. Clear, student? So this is how a man creates wealth. So by this wealth, what we can do, we can satisfy our extra need. You can buy extra expensive clothes. You can buy car. Why? These things will give us satisfaction. So these things will be we can buy it with what? With our extra money, our wealth. This is the extra money by which we fulfill our extra desire. Okay. So Alfred Marshall has said that on the study of wealth, he has studied about wealth also. He has not ignored wealth, but he has given more important to the study of human being, the study of man, that by creating this wealth, how we are using it for our satisfaction, and how we are earning those incomes. Okay, so it is more about the study of man. Okay, so the role of a human being over here is supreme. Okay, so the Marshall definition, Alfred Marshall definition, is also known as material welfare definition. So now what is this term material welfare definition? I am not understanding this material welfare definition. See students, material welfare means the satisfaction which you are getting by material things. Okay, the satisfaction which you are enjoying by using this material thing, like suppose car. If your father is very much wealthy, you are coming to school in car. That car is giving you welfare, correct? Some student who is not so rich, he is coming to school by walk. So who is getting more welfare? The car one. We will say car one, but it's not like that. You will say that, sir, I will come by walk, but I enjoy a lot. I come with my friends. And that gives me happiness. That is my welfare. Okay, so yes, it is true, but in over here in Alfred Marshall definition, we are only talking about material welfare. That is the welfare which we are getting by using this material things like car, dress, big house, sofa, big TV, okay, expensive toys. Okay, so the welfare which we are getting by using these material things, we are only talking about that right now. But in real life, we not only get welfare from material things, but also from lots of non-material things. That means Alfred Marshall has skipped, that he has forgot non-material welfare. Okay, so Alfred Marshall is much better than Adam Smith, but not best. That means he has given emphasis on the welfare of the human being, but only those welfare which we are getting from material things, by using the material things like car and dress, sofa and all. But the welfare which we are getting from non-material thing, he has totally forgot. Okay, so he has skipped that. So the next economist will criticize Alfred Marshall. Okay, and who is the next economist? Professor Lionel Robbins. Okay, so he will criticize Alfred Marshall and he will give his own definition of economics, which will be much more updated and proper.